Hello everybody, welcome back. We need to take a moment today to talk about Google. We have this article coming from last month which speaks about how many managers have been cut at Google. This really is quite the story. And again, it's something that I want to bring your attention to. So if you do enjoy these updates, make sure to subscribe. Anyway, what are we seeing here? What stands out particularly? Well, if you have a look, you can see Google apparently fired 35% of small team managers last year. So this is of course coming from the fact that the US tech giant seeks to reduce bureaucracy and run the firm in a more efficient manner with layoffs, buyouts, according to CNBC. So yeah, the tech firm Google apparently removed about 35% of its managers overseeing small tasks last year as the company continues to concentrate on organizational efficiency, according to a Google executive that has been reported by CNBC. So right now they have 35% fewer managers with fewer direct reports than at this time a year ago, said Brian Well, Vice President of People and Analytics and Performance, during a meeting. Following several recent rounds of layoffs, buyouts and reorganizations, workers have questioned Well and the other executives at the meeting in regards to job securities. And we've seen this in a number of different businesses at the moment, right? A number of different businesses. Employees are concerned about the likelihood of losing their job. And you've got a very real threat there in so many of these businesses, because again, it does appear to be the case that many of these companies are cutting jobs and at really, really worrying rates. And you go back to the backstory with Google here, okay? This is just a summary, but it is accurate. So Google's most recent and significant layoffs, you can see here, hundreds of employees in its platforms and devices unit in April of this year. This impacted most Android, Pixel, and Chrome teams. These cuts followed the previous rounds in early 2024. You can see here large 12,000 job reductions in 2023 January. Overall, in the last 2-3 years, you look at the company reducing well in excess of 10, probably 15 or 20,000 jobs. This certainly is something to pay attention to, not just here at Google, in so many different brands. Companies are trying to save money, companies are focusing on AI, and companies want to essentially get rid of middle management. It's quite interesting because when a lot of people thought about AI, whose job it's going to take, it seems to be the case that it's not going to be the people in the lower tier jobs, right? It's going to be the people in the upper or even middle tier jobs, middle managers, essentially all of these things that AI can do cheaper, probably faster, and arguably better as well, right? So you're in a very interesting time in the market right now. At the same time, when we're reading figures like 15,000 jobs or 12,000 jobs, it's also important to note that these are real people. These are people who are being affected. It's a tough time out there in the market, guys. It really is. But, we've got to make the best of what we can. Again, let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. Thank you so much for your time. And I do hope I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.